What up, YouTube? T Movies here. Here is my review for the new murder mystery whodunit film titled Knives Out. Now, the movie is directed by Ryan Johnson, who gave us movies like Brick. He also gave us Looper, but he also gave us Last Jedi, which I quite like. The Last Jedi. I don't care what anyone says, but that movie is very divisive by fans, and God knows if he'll ever come back to the Star Wars universe. So it was pretty cool to see Ryan Johnson, have an interesting follow up to the Last Jedi, and I will say Knives Out was a really great movie. It's very original, but it does have at times it does take page out of Agatha Christie tales and all, and in the film there are actually Easter eggs and winking and references to you know, murder mystery stuff, whether it's a nod to Angela Lansbury's classic TV show Murder She Wrote, or a major character sing a snippet of a song of song by Stephen Sondheim. So yeah, some interesting winks and all to other who done stuff. Like there also it also feels like Murder on the Orient Express at time. It even feels like Clue, and I thought it was pretty decent. You got it's where like this world's best selling mystery writer named Holland drama played by Christopher Plummer, who ends up is found dead with his trophy slit, and it was like on his 8th birthday. So you got this detective named Lieutenant Elliot, played by Lakeith Stanfield. You also got and of course you got the private detective here named Benoit Blanc, who played wonderfully by Daniel Craig. And this shows that Daniel Craig could do more than just play the straight guy Bond. I mean, he literally is a character from Kentucky, and my God, he is British. But I tell you one thing, Daniel Craig could pull up a really cool Southern accent. I mean, if you remember, he had a Southern accent in that movie Logan Lucky, and now he has one in this. Boy, he must love Southern accents. And so here, you know, the whole thing mainly takes place in a confined setting, which is one takes place in the house. And now, granted, there are scenes where it takes place in other locations as well, like a diner scene and a couple of other houses. But it most parts it does take place in like the mansion here. And so you got Blanc, who suspects foul play in this, and he's trying to find out if one of the family members or any relatives involved.
That happens to me all the
I
time.
mean, you got Jamie Lee Curtis, who plays Holland's daughter, Linda, who is this real estate maybe who's married to this smug girl around her named Richard, played by Don Johnson. And you also got their son, played by named Ransom, played by Chris Evans, who's like this playboy and this black sheep of the family. I mean, Chris Evans' character Ransom was a bit of a prick. Like he was not that. Like Chris Evans was great, but his character, there's literally times that I really want to punch that character. And you also got uh you got Holland's other daughter named Joni, played by Toni Collette, who is mainly wants like money from her dad to keep her daughter, played by 13 Reasons Why girl Catherine Langford, in school. Then you also got Micah Shannon, who plays Holland's other son Walt, and you even got it actor Jaden Martell, who plays Walt's son, so there's that too. You also got Edie Peterson, who plays the Holland's housekeeper. Ana de Armas plays his very trusted nurse, and literally, Holland's nurse is literally the only person in the whole house that Holland really trusts the most with. And Ana de Armas, by the way, she's been doing stuff before this, like she was in that Keanu Reeves movie Knock Knock, Blade Runner 2049. This is probably the best performance I've seen out of her. Ana de Armas was terrific in this movie. I mean, she was remarkable here. And this movie had some twists and turns. Like, there were some times where the movie did get a little predictable, but there are times where the movie also has some twists that I did not even see coming. And it has a really terrific cast, very cool pacing. Daniel Craig was remarkable in this movie. Lakeith Stanfield, who I'm becoming a fan of every time. I mean, whether you talk about him in Get Out, Atlanta, Lakeith Stanfield's awesome. Also, how great does he look in Uncut Gems, by the way? Cannot mix him in that either. Christopher Plummer, I mean, he's Christopher Plummer after all. He's definitely one of the most remarkable actors there is. One other scene still in this, I guess it was the actress who plays, who of course plays Holland's, widow or wife, who has some really funny lines in this. And he even had a pretty cool cameo by Frank Oz. I mean, he literally had Frank Oz who plays the family's lawyer in this. It's kind of cool to see, because, I'm always used to hearing Frank Oz's voice. I always keep forgetting what Frank Oz actually looks like. Because if you guys don't know who Frank Oz is, you probably don't recognize his name, but you recognize his voice at time. He, of course, voiced Yoda in the Star Wars movies. He was the voice of Miss Piggy. I mean, yeah, Frank Oz, he's a man, and it was kind of cool. And obviously, Frank Oz had a part in The Last Jedi, so that kind of explains why Frank Oz will appear in this. And Daniel Craig also had a part in The Last Jedi, too. He actually played like a stormtrooper, and you would not even recognize that from the film either. But, yeah, this movie has some really cool twists, great performances by all the cast. I mean, this is definitely probably going to be my top 20. I don't know if it's going to be my top 10, but maybe top 20, definitely. It's a really terrific movie. It is a tad bit too long. I think they could have cut down some scenes to make it a little... it didn't have to be short, but I just felt like it was a little too long. The runtime was a little too long. But that aside, I thought it was still pretty decent. And if you guys haven't seen Knives Out, go check it out. You'll definitely love it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me leave it to you guys. Did you have a chance to check out Rian Johnson's Knives Out? If so, what you thought of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? And are you, despite the whole Last Jedi debacle, are you still a fan of Rian Johnson's work? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here, C-Movie signing off.